Hello, welcome to the closing session. We're just letting everyone come into the room and then we'll get started. Great. All right, well, welcome everyone. We are so glad to see all your faces still here. Hope you've enjoyed your time at the conference. I'm Shira Johnson. I'm the Director of Development for PMSF, and I'm also a conference committee member. As you all know, unfortunately, Ronnie, our CEO, couldn't be here, and our dynamic Senior Director of Operations and Conference Co-Chair, Diane, had to leave to hopefully catch her flight home. So I have the privilege of speaking with you all at this closing session of what has truly been an inspiring and life-changing conference. We are so honored that 718 of you joined us in person and 183 joined us virtually throughout this conference. You will have to excuse me for picking favorites, but I'm most excited about the 127 community members with Phelan-McDermid syndrome who were here with us in person. I want to take a moment to extend my gratitude, and I'm sure Ronnie and Diane share my sentiments, to our founders. I see Sue's in the room. I'm sure some others are as well. To our board members, our committee members, our amazing speakers, and our truly wonderful volunteers, including our Minnesota moms. Thank you also to our hardworking PMSF team. And as Diane says, there's no I in team, and this was truly a team effort. I want to thank our sponsors, both corporate and family sponsors. And most importantly, I want to thank you. Each of you took time from your busy lives, making me a little emotional, to join us either in person or online for 3 jam-packed days of connecting and learning together. You are the heart of the foundation, our reason for existing, and we are so grateful you spent these few days with us. We have a few closing session items to share with you, starting with a very special award. I'm going to hand the microphone over to Amanda Bergen, our Science and Research Administrator, who has been an incredible volunteer over the course of this conference and deserves a round of applause herself. If you just want to hit that button.
Thank you so much, Shira. So I want to thank our Scientific Director, Kate, and Ronnie has sent a few words that I'd like to read that she wrote. On June 15th, 2021, Dr. Kate joined our team. We'd been waiting for her anxiously as she tied up loose ends from her previous position, and we had a bucket full of requests, ideas, work assignments, and more waiting for our first scientific director. Kate, even though you were stellar at every stage of the interview process and we knew we'd found a star, we had no idea what your quiet determination and careful approach to all subject matter would yield for us. You exceeded expectations all the way, from untangling and shepherding the transition of the registry to the data hub, to jumping into the meeting with key opinion leaders. You set goals and knocked them out one by one. You educated yourself about Phelan-McDermid syndrome as you went, reading all of the literature. Now you're an expert too. Thanks to your leadership, you and Amanda have continued to provide families with clear and easily understood information, have worked with our pharmaceutical partners, worked closely with the DSC, developed relationships with peers, advisors, and researchers, launched our grant program, offered a popular podcast, helped develop our strategic objectives, and perhaps most importantly, have been available to families every step of the way. These are just a few highlights. You are leaving a legacy. This conference is a perfect close to your tenure here. Your presentation style, your big heart, and your patient understanding along your ability to relate to all stakeholders in the community has been shining these last 3 days. It makes parting so very bittersweet. We are truly happy for you as you take the next step in your career, but you'll be sorely missed. Thank you, Kate, for 3 great years of service. Your gift here with me in Florida, your gift here is with me in Florida, but I'll be sending it your way soon. And if I could take a moment and share a few words as well. So I remember I was in the community. I have a daughter with PMS, and I remember the big announcement when we had hired Kate, our first scientific director, and there was a live call, and a few others joined, and I remember getting to meet Kate on this virtual call and feeling so hopeful and so excited as we we're going to begin this new journey as a foundation. And I was blown away at that time just how she was already interacting and engaging with the members that had joined that day. Fast forward to a year ago when I joined the foundation and started working closely with Kate. And like Ronnie said, she blew away all the expectations we had and so much more. And I can speak personally from just the experience of working with Kate and now being on the other side as a staff member and seeing truly the heart that you have for our families, how much you care, how much she puts into everything that she does, and honestly is so humble about it. I think I was shocked to see, I was already amazed prior as a community member, but to see so much more behind the scenes that she never, even showcases fully. So please join me in thanking Kate and wishing her well on her journey as she moves forward ahead in her career.
I don't know if I'm supposed to say anything, but I've already cried 4 times today, so I don't know if I can get through it, but I was a bench scientist working in the lab and felt like I didn't know if what I was doing mattered, which was the main reason I transitioned to this career. And after meeting Ronnie and Diane, the rest was history, and seeing their warmth and the warmth of the families. So I want to thank all of you, and I've had so many conversations over the last few days, but also over the last 3 years, and it makes my life purposeful, and I really care about you all, and I just am inspired by you all, and specifically Amanda, I'm inspired by you every day. So thank you to the staff, to everybody, to our leadership, to my peers, to all of the scientists and clinicians who volunteer so much of their time, and they gave brilliant talks, and to engage with you all, I'm so thankful, and to anybody else that I'm forgetting, I thank you for giving me this opportunity. I felt like I was an early career scientist, so thank you for trusting me, and I know there's a lot of hope ahead, so thank you so much. Thank you.
And now I have the opportunity to give a special thank you to Kelsey Adams. Kelsey joined the PMSF team just a few short months ago, yet it seems like she's been with us forever. Diane said that, and I said that's exactly how I feel. She has become everyone on the team's right-hand person, and this conference would not have happened this way without her. She kept the agenda and planning in place all along, and she executed beautifully at the event. So if Kelsey, you come up, we just have a little something for you, and a huge thank you. A little PMSF teddy bear and blanket so she can get that warm embrace from all of us when she goes back home to California. Thank you for everything.
You blindsided me.
I told her I was too scared to do this without her so I can get her in the room, so I got her on that one. I wanted to take a moment to talk about, as we all head back home or back off our computers if you're with us virtually, I wanted to remind you that the foundation is here for you. We've heard feedback from past conference attendees that going back to your regular life after the conference can be challenging. Hopefully, being here has been like a warm embrace and a time of connection. Sometimes going home can feel lonely. Please remember, while we may not be together in person or virtually, you are not alone. We are still here for you. Our whole entire team is here for you, and hopefully you had an opportunity to meet our family support specialist, Carla. She is here as well to support you. I also want to mention that our amazing medical advisory committee and our scientific advisory committee, they are also here for you. So you can reach out to any one of us at any time. You can always find somebody at info@pmsf.org to help you. And I also wanted to take a moment to put this slide up with our QR code for the caregiver support groups. Our caregiver support groups are truly an excellent way to feel that sense of community when you go back home. Carla has informed me that the August dates will be up soon, but if you have this link, it will let you know when things are updated for the support groups. I also wanted to point out that we will be emailing you all a conference survey probably in the next week. You'll have to give us a little time to all get back home and situated. But we really truly value your feedback. As I said before, this conference is about you, and we can only improve and make it even better if you share your feedback with us. We also really appreciate when you tell us the positive things that you really loved, so we can make sure we do those again as well. So please, make sure you keep an eye out for that survey that should be coming hopefully within the next week by email. Diane mentioned in the opening session that our hope was that each of you connect with someone who makes a difference in your life, or that your story helps another person that you meet. And most importantly, that you know that you're among family. All of us at the foundation hope this was the case for each and every one of you. Thank you for being here, and please make sure those of you who are staying enjoy the caregiver night out tonight. Now, before I end, I want us all to take a moment and turn around, and directly in front of me are two cameras where all of our virtual audience has been following along the last 3 days. So if we could all stand up, turn around, and wave to them, let them know that we love and appreciate their time with us these last 3 days, I think that would mean a lot to them. So thank you to our virtual attendees. For those of you who are here in person, I just have a few last items.